Hi everyone, welcome back to another week of video here with me, Natalie. If this is the first time that you're here, my name is Natalie. Thank you for stopping by. I'll come up here every week to do a weekly forecast with what's happening up in the sky with the astrology. We'll talk about the energy in the upcoming week, how can we tune into it, and we'll end the video with tarot and oracle to see what message, guidance, advice that we can get from the universe for this upcoming week energy. But before we start, bear with me. I have a little announcement and news I want to share. As you all know, we are in December, the last month of the year, so it's that time of year again to get your annual 2023 reading with me if you're interested. So this year is going to be a little bit different. Well, only if you know, if you got a reading from me last year. So my annual 2023 reading will be in a video format that I'll email to you so that you can keep it and listen to it anytime later on during the year to refer back on it. And how will this reading be like? So I will be using a couple different tarot decks and a mix of few different oracle card decks to do your reading. I will first draw out your theme for 2023 with a selected different decks of oracle cards to give you kind of like a big picture message of what 2023 might look like for you, possible themes or things that you might be facing, working with, so on and so forth. And then I will draw cards for each month. So from January until December 2023, each month I'll use two different tarot deck and a few different oracle card decks to draw out messages for you to see what are the themes for each month. Maybe if there's something special, important that you might want to pay attention with, some message, guidance, advice from the universe for you for that month. And then also a little special gift from me, since it's Christmas, it's the end of the year, and I just want to thank you for all the love, support you show for me on this channel and on Instagram. For every person that reach out to purchase a 2023 annual reading from me, you will get a free 15 minutes tarot consultation with me that you can redeem during the first 3 months of 2023. So you can use it to ask any personal questions. If you want to refer back to a month in particular of your annual reading, we can definitely do that. You can do whatever you want with that 15 minutes. So all my information in the description box below. Feel free to email me. You can also follow me on Instagram, where you can DM me over there if you have any questions, if you want to book any readings or any services that I offer. I'm an astrologer. I do the annual 2023 readings, and I also offer natal chart reading, or if you have a major transit coming up, so individual questions about your astrology transit. I do 1, 3, 6 month forecast, so we can do that as well. I also offer, of course, tarot readings and akashic record readings. Also, I am a reiki energy healing master, so if you feel any of those resonate, feel free to reach out, ask any question you want, book anything you want, and I hope to connect with you. So this week, December 5th to 11th, we have a couple major transit happening, and we are also welcoming our last full moon in 2022. We are having our full moon in Gemini. Hopefully I'll have enough time to do a separate videos for you. That is what I do on this channel. I try to always do a separate videos for every full moon and new moon to tune into, look into that energy so we can use it, and you can look at your chart and see where this is happening for you, so that you can understand what might be coming up for you as well. And also, if you don't know your natal chart, that is totally fine. You can go to astroseek.com, astrology.com, many different websites that offer that you can generate your own natal chart, so you can have a look. But if you want to dive deeper to look at your natal chart, I do offer a service called Soul Print Polaroid. This is a name that I give to natal chart reading. So I feel like this is a very, very important and useful tool for all of us. Of course, you don't have to get it from me. You can get it from any astrologers that you love and follow. But it is very important, in my own opinion, to understand and know your soul print Polaroid, aka your natal chart, to understand your energy, your magic, your everything, the energy, power, magic you embody in this lifetime. So anyway, and also it helps when you understand that, when you have that information, so that each week when I come up and do all this video, you know what's happening. Well, how are these energy translating into your own natal chart, because it might mean something different for everybody, because we all have our own unique natal chart. So let's begin this week. On Tuesday, December 6th, we have Mercury in Sagittarius squaring Jupiter that just stationed direct recently in Pisces. So it's beautiful because Jupiter rules both Sagittarius and Pisces. So Mercury still in Sagittarius having a square with Jupiter. This can definitely be a day of big picture thinking, communication. Maybe you'll be talking about your dreams, your plans for future, maybe travel plans, as its holiday season is coming up. And this is definitely a day where you might be interested in reading, you might be thinking about or chatting with friends, subjects surrounding Jupiter and Pisces. So those topics can be philosophy, psychology, subconscious mind, psyche, spirituality, belief systems, learning from each other through conversations, right? Because we have Mercury right there. So definitely a fun day to hang out with your friends and chat about these topics if that interests you. And if you're curious, feel free to explore today also. And this is a optimistic energy too, because Mercury in Sag, so this can be a day where whatever you think, you talk about, you feel like everything is possible, right? So, but a little downfall from this energy is that sometimes you might be zooming out too much and not paying attention to details. So pay attention to that on that day as well. That is the last aspect that Mercury in Sag will make before it transit, because the next day on December 7th, Hong Kong time in the morning 6:08 a.m. or Eastern time, it will be December 6th afternoon 5:08 p.m. Mercury will leave Sagittarius and enter Capricorn. So this energy will be very different compared to Sagittarius, because Mercury in Sagittarius is a bit more big picture thinking. It talks about different subjects and topics, and it likes to zoom out and look at the bigger picture. So when Mercury enters Capricorn, it will be a different energy for sure. So Mercury in Sagittarius can definitely be this, like I said, big picture thinking and talking, the way of communicating. Definitely can see that hot air balloon zooming out and looking at the bigger picture. But when Mercury is in Capricorn, it's bringing that hot air balloon down, descending down back to the ground, to the earth. We're feeling more grounded and we're wheeling the energy back in. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, so Mercury in Capricorn definitely can be more serious, more realistic. Is that cut to the chase, no bullshit kind of energy when it comes to the way we think and communicate. You might not want to be talking about things that you're not sure, because they want to make sure they know what they're talking about, and things that they want to talk about is like necessary, is really straight to the point, right? And also sometimes this energy can feel like a know-it-all too, so that's something to pay attention to. But it's a very grounded and helpful energy too, because they want to talk about things that's truly important, right? Not just kind of beating around the bushes and just, you know, talking a bunch of BS. They want to go straight to the point. Okay, this is what I want to talk about. Let's talk about this. Let's get down to the business, so on and so forth. Mercury in Capricorn is also, how to say? Mercury in Capricorn is also going to bring in a little bit more structure and longevity when it comes to the way we think and communicate as well. So definitely a very helpful period of time if you need to do any research, if you want to do any planning. Well, for example, planning a creative project or idea, a business, writing a business proposal, researching about anything that you want, research about the trip that you're planning to take, right? Or somewhere that you're planning to move, a new hobby, whatever it is. It's definitely that really helpful and structural, really detail-oriented and focused energy that can help you to do all these tasks. So this is a good energy, and I personally love that we have this Mercury in Capricorn energy coming in during this really busy, scattering, maybe even a little bit aggressive, chaotic, and frustrating Mars in Gemini energy. Because as we all know, I'm sure you heard about it from many astrologers, Mars has been in Gemini since end of August, and since Halloween, end of October, is retrograding. We're almost at that middle point of the retrograde journey, right? I know it feels like forever. We're still in it. So there's a lot of energy scattering around in that Gemini house of yours in your own natal chart, right? So this Mercury in Capricorn energy definitely is very helpful, because it helps you to bring some focus back, help you to tune in to all this Mars in Gemini matter stories, things that you've been working with, going back and forth and being frustrated about. And it can really help you to focus what's important, what truly ignites you, what are you truly passionate about, what's worth your energy, what's aligned with you, what's important to you, right? And what's not. So this Mercury in Capricorn energy definitely can help you bring in that focus to work on all this thing for the rest of the Mars retrograde in Gemini energy. So Mercury will stay in Capricorn until 2023 February 11th. Yes, 2 months long. And as we all know now, when Mercury spends 2 months, particularly long period of time in one sign, because usually it can just like go through a sign in like 2 weeks or a little bit around there, right? That means we are having a Mercury retrograde coming up. Yes, Mercury retrograde in Capricorn will begin December 29th. We will be spending our new year with Mercury retrograde in Capricorn. So we'll talk about that more as the time comes closer. But for now, this is the energy you need to know about Mercury in Capricorn when it's still in its beginning, not in the pre-shadow energy yet. So use this beautiful, supportive, helpful energy to help you bring in that focus to work on what you have to work on. So quite a busy week the next day on December 8th, Hong Kong time, noontime 12:08 p.m. or Eastern time it will be December 7th at the nighttime 11:08 p.m. we are welcoming our Gemini full moon, which I'll talk about more in a separate video. And on December 9 we have Venus in Sagittarius squaring Jupiter in Pisces. So we have two benefic planets squaring each other today. So even though square is a tense energy, it's not like too hard to work with in some way. So the good side of this aspect is it's a great day to be courageous, to take a risk on Venusian matters, to take things that matters to your heart, right? We're talking about Venus here, so maybe about your relationship or money matters, things that brings you joy, right? These are all Venusian stuff. But watch out, this energy definitely can play out differently. This is, when I look at this is like a big spending energy written in the forehead. So maybe not the best day to do holiday shopping, because you'll find yourself maybe overindulging, overspending today. You want to get every single person a big gift, or you want to buy 10 gifts for yourself instead of like 2, right? And so not like the worst square tense aspect, but you see where I'm trying to get, where I'm getting here. And this can definitely be a day where you might have a little bit too much fun, so watch out for those jokes, right? Might be just a little bit too much, but definitely a great day to go out, gather with your friends, have a great time. Not too sure about shopping, but yeah, just be cautious with this energy. And lastly, during the weekend, December 10th, Venus will move to the next sign, Capricorn. So we have two of our personal planets moving into Capricorn this week. So Capricorn is definitely slowly getting that glow up energy, because we're heading towards Capricorn season. So Venus is going to enter Capricorn on December 10th Hong Kong time 11:54 a.m. and for Eastern time it will be December 9 10:54 p.m. So Venus now enter a sign that's more grounded, that is a little bit more serious, Capricorn. So it is time to really come back to ourselves and get grounded and truly focus on things that truly matters to you, that worthy of your love, your care, your attention, right? Because Sag can be like over giving and just give to everyone and just want everyone to be happy. But now Capricorn is like, no, let's get down to business. Who's worthy of your time? Who's worthy of your love and care, attention, right? Because there's only one you. There's only so much love, care, attention you can give. And I try not to use so much he and she. I know I do sometimes, but I always want to be cautious and be mindful not to kind of put gender in all these energy, but try to understand from a that we have both energy within us. So because we both have our masculine and feminine energy within us. So try to understand from that point of view when I talk about gender or like energy. So when I look at Venus in Capricorn, I just have this this energy of this really cool, sexy, calm, collected beach boss that's like, don't mess with me kind of energy. And Venus in Capricorn, she knows what she wants, right? And she knows how to get there, but at the same time she also wants to know that what she's going after, what she's working for is worthy of her investment, right? And because she is safe, she doesn't like she doesn't like empty promises or commitments. So when it comes to Venus in Capricorn, this period of time, you might be really thinking of all these Venusian themes, right? So maybe, for example, it can be all the relationships in your world, right? I want to know, you want to make sure, maybe you will be evaluating about all the relationships, of course, romantic, right? We're talking about Venus. So maybe you'll be thinking, is this relationship sustainable? Can I see myself investing to this relationship in the long run? And relationships applies to all one-on-one relationships too. It talks about family dynamics. It talks about friendship, relationships in work with your co-worker and boss. Maybe this is the period of time where you will think about them and see which relationship still aligns with you, still worth your time, your investment, your attention and love and care, and so on and so forth. And Venusian things also talks about your values, right? Your things that brings you joys, and money matters. So you might be looking at your investment portfolio. Is this investment worth my time to continue to invest on? Are they bringing me the return that I want to? This is the time maybe you will sort this kind of thing out as well, right? And maybe this is about your values, right? Your values might have changed. Maybe this is the time where you will see that, well, I don't align with this anymore. It's time to change it and let it go. I feel more aligned with that, so I want to move toward that direction, so on and so forth. So this is the energy that Venus in Capricorn can give out. So Venus will stay in Capricorn from December the 10th until next year, 2023, January 3rd. This is what's happening up in the sky this upcoming week with astrology. Now let's take a look at the message, guidance, advice that we can get from the reading. So from the tarot cards, we have Page of Pentacles, we have Nine of Swords, and lastly, we have Six of Pentacles. So we do have a lot of Pentacles energy. I am not surprised because two of our personal planets are moving to an Earth sign, Capricorn, this week. So definitely see this really aligning with the astrology. So what I'm seeing here is that, yes, this Mars in Gemini is definitely giving us not the best time to work with, right? And I talk to a lot of different people, and they all share with me, you know, their struggles, things that they're working through. That is all related to this Mars in Gemini energy, whether it is in a more general form or it is just showing up in their own natal chart. So some of us might feel like lately there's just so much going on. Maybe there's areas in your life that you're stressing about, you're worrying about. You feel like your energy are just scattering, you can't focus, and you're just stressing. There's something that's just stressing you out. You know, it can be a particular area of your life or a particular situation in your life that's just driving you nuts, giving you nightmare, giving you stress. You don't know what to do. There seems to be no solution. Or maybe you find yourself having a hard time to focus on daily tasks, or you find your energy just scattering around, right? So everyone's human story is different, so you can see how that play out for you. But I feel like this week, for some of us, you might be feeling that energy shift a little bit, especially we have that full moon in Gemini coming in as well. It really shines a light in a particular area of your life, or in general, to allow you to bring in that focus back into your life. And because of that two personal planet coming in, moving into Capricorn, it might really help you to stay a bit more grounded, to be able to bring in that focus on daily life, on that area that you're stressing about, right? So it really helps you to bring back the focus to work on what truly matters, to help you prioritize. So that is a beautiful energy and message for us. And from the Moonology deck, I know every time when I get card that aligns with the astrology, I still get shocks and I still scream, and I just love these two cards that come out for us. We have last quarter moon in Sagittarius, practice gratitude. And we have full moon in Gemini, embrace the flow of life. This is the full moon that's coming in for us with the moon in Gemini and sun in Sagittarius. So both energy came out for us. When I draw these two cards out, I just screamed. I was like, oh my God. And then but at the same time, like, of course, right? And the message so aligned too, because yes, some of us really having it pretty hard recently with this Mars and Gemini energy, right? And hopefully this full moon also marks the midway point of this Mars retrograde in Gemini journey for us. And I feel like this full moon might bring in some clarity, or might just help you to feel a little bit more grounded, maybe to give you a light on the direction that you want to take, and just to help you navigate your journey a little bit better. And practice gratitude. Always remember, yes, sometimes we are stressing, we're just having nightmares, we're stressing out about certain things in life, situation not working out, and we're so frustrated. We might experience delay or stagnant energy, and we're just so angry, right? But this card reminds us to practice gratitude, to be curious and see, yes, even though it feels like, but then what is it trying to teach me? Can I still give gratitude and give thanks to all the struggles, because it will help me navigate, elevate, evolve, and grow eventually, right? And lastly, I pull an oracle message for us. The past is over. This is a new day, one that I have never lived before. I stay in the now and enjoy each and every moment. I feel like this is such a perfect message for that full moon in Gemini as well. So hopefully, if you have been experiencing this chaotic energy that's happening in your Gemini house with this Mars in Gemini, this week hopefully will bring in some calm, some groundedness, and some stability and back into your life. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for staying here with me, and I am wishing you all a good week ahead, and I'll see you next week. Bye.